Late actor Sushant Singh Rajput's girlfriend, Rhea Chakravarti, has been arrested by the NCB under sections of the NDPS Act. The NCB has stated that Rhea has been an active member of a drug syndicate. The NCB case hinged on to the discovery of 59 grams of curated marijuana from two men identified as Abbas Lakhani and Karan Arora, and their links allegedly with those close to Sushant Singh Rajput. While on one hand the NCB is intensifying its probe into the drug angle in this case, on the other hand there is growing cry to legalize marijuana. Now it is a wide, well-known fact that marijuana in India is illegal. Now marijuana comes from the cannabis plant and its byproducts include weed, hashish, hemp oil and other items. In fact, marijuana is categorized in the same group as other hard narcotic drugs. In fact, you may be surprised to know that weed, which is currently banned in India, wasn't so before 1984. It was completely legal in India before 1984. While weed is deemed as illegal in India now, it's not the same in several other countries. Many countries across the globe allow marijuana usage either for recreational purposes, more importantly for medical usage. In fact, in India too, there are some temples that serve marijuana as prasad. Bhang, which is a variant of marijuana, is widely consumed on the occasion of Holi across North India as part of their culture. Now in countries like Canada, South Africa, Georgia, Uruguay, even in Pakistan, weed is very much legal. In Netherlands, cannabis sale is limited to some legalized coffee shop. You can quite literally go in and buy a marijuana cigarette from these legalized cafes. Countries like Argentina, Australia, Barbados, Bermuda, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Ecuador, Finland, etc. have legalized the medical usage of marijuana. There is a global wave for legalizing the usage of cannabis, considering its medicinal properties and even its commercial utilities. Now, after its success in the West, like in countries like Uruguay, in few states across America, in Canada, cannabis supporters are now pushing for legalization in India. In the United States, the use of marijuana is legalized in several states for its medicinal purposes, and several other states have allowed the use of marijuana even for recreational purposes. Now, the big question is, does marijuana have proven medicinal benefits? There's one indication that marijuana might help in nausea and vomiting. But of course, further studies have really said that there's no statistically significant benefit of cannabis over other available drugs. Paradoxically, few case reports have described a condition known as cannabinoid hyperemesis, which is excessive vomiting syndrome in marijuana addicts. And with regards to the appetite-stimulating actions of cannabis, we have more effective drugs that are easily available. Now, cannabis is effective in pain management, but it is weaker and less safe than opiates that are approved. Now, there is no good evidence that cannabis is beneficial when used in diseases such as Crohn's disease, sleep disorder, glaucoma, etc. In summary, its medical benefits aren't as strong as presented by the proponents of legalization. In fact, safer and more effective alternatives are made available in the markets. Some argue that cannabis has been part of the Indian tradition and our ancestors used it for thousands of years. And then comes the business angle of it. Critics tell us that banning weed is not just detrimental to mental health, but is also a huge revenue loss for the Indian economy, considering it's sold widely, but since it's illegal, people buy it without paying tax. According to a Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment study, nearly 2.83% of Indians aged between 10 and 75 years consume marijuana, and that's approximately 31 million people in India. Now, looking at the larger picture here, is it right to legalize a product only because a majority of the population is using it? Well, I'm going to leave that question to you. You tell us what you think about Rhea Chakravarti's arrest in connection with marijuana and legalization of marijuana. Leave your thoughts on the comment sections below.